Hey guys, this is Crixon. So let's talk about the patch. Let's talk about the patch changes on the 3rd that are going to nerf blood decays. So, a couple things. MDI has shown a big light on blood decays being like really good right now. Almost every team is using them. And that's because of how sturdy they are with the Heart Strike. How our Dancing Rune weapon was working, if you don't play Blood Decay, which it might be a little weird because you're following my channel. Every Heart Strike would give us half a second on our Dancing Rune weapon uptime. Because of the 4 set, you have 2 Dancing Runes that follow you and they mimic your abilities. So if you Heart Strike, the other 2 will as well. That equals 1.5 seconds of Dancing Rune weapon each time you Heart Strike. So this nerf is essentially making it so 0.33 times 3, almost a second. So you're losing about half a second each time you Death Strike. Or sorry, not Death Strike, each time you Heart Strike. The problem with this is right now, most Blood Decays are running Kyrian because after you use your runes, you can do Shackle the Unworthy, and then as the shackle is spreading, you're getting free Heart Strikes to let your runes replenish, and then you can do it again to pretty much get your 75% like stacks. You can get up to max stacks and maintain it because of this. And other specs can do it. It's not super challenging, depending on how much haste you have. But what this nerf is doing, lowering this so much, it's going to make it to where every Blood DK has to play Kyrian. If they want any kind of uptime, they have to be playing Kyrian now. That's what this is doing, because if you are not getting those Shackle the Unworthy resets of your runes to keep it going, you're just going to get punished so much that you're going to be overall losing so much strength value. So I agree, Blood Decays need to come down a bit in single target. Their boss damage was insane. Like a good enough haste, you could deal with the boss, and it's like you could get to 75% strength on a boss on a single target. So I agree we need to come down a bit, but how this is happening is this is not the right way to do this. What this is doing is it's making all Blood DKs again go Kyrian, and there's no incentive now to go anything else. Now, this is what I think should have happened. I think if they brought the stacks down, instead of 75% strength, 75 stacks, if they brought it down to like 55, 60, so we get overall less strength. I mean, even 50 I would have been actually okay with, because the big reason why this is a problem is Dancing Rune weapon gives us a lot of parry. It gives us a lot of that sturdiness we need in these kind of semi-high keys, in these 22s, 23s, 24s. Like, we need that parry. That's just how the dungeons are tuned now. It was tuned with this in mind, so we need that parry. So when you're giving us less parry overall, I mean, why play anything but Kyrian? Because you need that parry. You need that uptime. So if they would have made it so instead of 75 stacks, we only had 50, that means in single target, we would do a lot less damage. But the big thing with that is, yes, it's a lot less strength. That's a big strength nerf. However, you still would get your Dancing Rune weapon uptime. You would still get that tankiness that you need during those windows. Yes, you would do less damage, but the overall feel wouldn't be as bad. And if it's 50%, the other covenants can attain that relatively easy all the time. So instead of killing the duration, if they just brought down the stacks of strength, it would have encouraged more covenants to play, and you wouldn't see this dominance of Kyrian. That is my opinion, and of course I'm saying this as somebody who only does Mythic Plus. I do not raid, so I cannot speak to that. However, so just to recap here, I do believe we should have been nerfed some on single target. I don't think AoE was wild. I don't think we were wild in AoE. Single target definitely we needed to come down a little bit, but this was the wrong way, in my opinion, to do it. This was the wrong way. If they would have just brought down the stacks, way easier. I'm still going to be playing Blood Decay, and I'll still be putting up keys as Blood Decay, doing these kind of higher, you know, kind of the higher content, and I'll still be, you know, I'm not going anywhere with that, but I wanted to give my thoughts on this upcoming nerf on the 3rd. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching.